One of the most challenging things when trying to lose weight is battling hunger, but I didn't get results like this from feeling miserable and starving all the time. So let's dive into how to tackle hunger when trying to lose weight. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to today's video. So how do we handle this beast that is hunger when we're trying to hit our weight loss goals? The first thing to know, of course, is that this will be a normal part of the weight loss process. You're not going to see successful weight loss without feeling a little bit hungry every now and then. So it's important to know that we will feel hungry, but there are definitely things that we can do to mitigate hunger and make it to where we're not feeling like we're starving and we're feeling miserable. I have 6 tips that can help with this. And starting right off, tip number 1 is fiber. Fiber can be incredibly beneficial at helping us to feel more full and satiated, but the problem is the vast majority of people aren't even getting the recommended amount of fiber. When I started introducing more fiber into my diet, I felt more full than I ever thought I would while losing weight. Fiber keeps calories low, it fills you up, it keeps you full, and it can actually activate our natural GLP-1 hormones. This doesn't mean that it's going to be as effective as taking a GLP-1, but it does have an impact that you can feel. So you want to try to get at least anywhere from 20 to maybe up to 40 grams of fiber per day. If you're not used to eating fiber, start low and gradually increase. Some of the best sources are things like berries, like blackberries, raspberries, avocado, oatmeal, as well as other whole grains, beans, lentils, chickpeas, and then whole wheat options of things like pasta, bread, tortillas. These are going to be packed with much more fiber. Number 2, potatoes. Research looking at the most satiating or filling foods found out that it's actually the potato that is the most satiating food. They're low in calories, they're very filling, they're perfect for weight loss. But of course, we're not talking about potato chips or French fries, just regular whole potatoes. Number 3 is nutrient-dense foods. This one is similar to eating more fiber and potatoes. Nutrient-dense foods are essentially going to be your whole plant foods that are very low in calories but come packed with all kinds of vitamins, minerals, fiber, complex carbs, water. So these are like fruits, vegetables, leafy greens. These foods are incredibly low in calories but incredibly good at filling you up. And 3 of the easiest ways to start getting in more nutrient-dense foods would be like adding a side of veggies to lunch or dinner, having one big salad every day, or adding in a bunch of greens, fruit, maybe some veggies to a smoothie or a shake. These are some of the easiest ways to start getting more nutrient-dense foods. Number 4 is protein. Protein is obviously very important for health. It's important for muscle building, tissue building, and it can also help to fill you up. Most people don't have an issue with hitting their protein, but it is still an important thing to make sure that you're not missing out on. You want to make sure you're getting anywhere from at least 0.7 to 0.9 grams per pound each day. And one little trick you could try is in the afternoon around 4 p.m., have a protein shake or a small protein snack, because this will help to reduce hunger and cravings at dinner and then later on in the night. Number 5 is skipping high intensity cardio. It's very common when people want to lose weight is they start doing high intensity cardio. They want to burn calories and sweat, but this can actually be worse for hunger. One of the things that high intensity cardio does is it drains glycogen. Glycogen is basically carbs that we have stored in our muscles and our liver for energy. And when we do high intensity activity and we burn through our glycogen, our body responds to that by jacking up hunger and cravings so that we can essentially refill those glycogen stores. So doing high intensity cardio will make it much more likely that you'll be more hungry and have more cravings. Instead, stick to the lower intensity forms of cardio, like walking, getting your steps in every day, and then zone 2 cardio. This is that level of intensity where you're a little bit out of breath, but you can still have a conversation. These lower intensity forms of cardio are great for the metabolism, they're much more manageable, and they won't make you as hungry. And number 6 is eat in a 300 to 500 calorie deficit. Another mistake that people jump into when it comes to weight loss is drastically cutting calories. They're going to a 800, 1,000, 1,200 calorie deficit. But similar with the high intensity cardio, when this happens, you'll have higher cravings, higher hunger levels, and you'll feel much more miserable. So the more slow and steady weight loss is, the much more manageable it's going to be, and the much easier it will be for the body to handle that. So there you have it, 6 ways to help you feel more full when trying to lose weight. To sort of summarize it all, make sure you're eating in a slight calorie deficit, you're getting plenty of fiber, protein, and nutrient-dense foods. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more of my fitness content. Check out my website at lanenelsonfitness.com. Sign up for online coaching. I have a free blog on there and an email list. Links for all that below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.